Good morning, everyone. My name is Sakshi. Welcome to Surya Lila, this beautiful dome. We're today practicing a little short vinyasa flow class. It's all levels, just as I usually say, please take care of yourself, know your limits, and yeah, just let's start the practice at the top of the mat. So the feet will be hip distance apart in Tadasana, so just make sure you ground yourself down through the feet and elevate yourself, yielding through the crown of the head. And then release the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe even loop them up, back, down again. There you go. Once again, elevate, inhale, up, down. And then ground yourself, just feeling the quiet strength of your entire body here. Taking a couple of breaths. Just noticing how you feel today, presence, full awareness on what's going on right here, right now. And from here, gently, we'll start with Surya Namaskar A. So on an inhale, open the eyes, circle your arms all the way up overhead, gaze at the thumbs. Exhale as you swan dive all the way down, Uttanasana. Inhale for halfway lift as you lengthen the spine, flat back. Exhale, ground the palms, big step back to high plank. Hold high plank for the second here. Again, this strength in the core. Exhale, lower the knees and lower your entire body in one straight line to the earth. Inhale, cobra of your choice, infusing that strength in the back bend. So lower again the shoulders, squeeze your elbows in, exhale, release, tuck the back toes, lift those hips high, downward facing dog. This is the first downward facing dog, so you can pedal the heels out, walk your dog. You know the drill. Whatever you need to do here, just let this be a little bit of a somatic moment where you actually move your hips or your knees as you alternate the bend in each knee and press the heels back. And then finding a still downward facing dog. Equalizing the weight you put on the hands and the weight you put on the feet. Engaging Mula Bandha, navel to spine, chin to chest. Inhale, gaze in between the hands, bend the knees and jump or float or step towards the front of the mat. Arriving in Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana. Fold over the knees. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, Anjali Mudra in front of the space of the heart. There you are. Once again, here we go. Inhale, circle. Exhale, dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, big step back to high plank. And lower yourself down to the earth. Inhale for your back bend of choice. Pubic bone on the ground. Exhale, press it back. Downward facing dog. One breath here. And then slowly inhale as you gaze in between the hands and jump, float, step, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Relax the head down. Inhale, circle up. Anjali Mudra. So we go with Surya Namaskar B now. Inhale deeply and bend the knees. Sit into your chair. Inhale here. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, big step back into your high plank. And again, travel lower down. Inhale, back bend of choice. Exhale, float back. Send your hips back into space. Next inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step through in between the hands. Lower the back heel down. Virabhadrasana 1 or warrior 1. So find your footing, find your foundation here. Bend the knee, lower the hips down. And from here, we're going to straighten the front leg. And we're opening up to the side into Prasarita Paratonasana. So our heels will be slight outwards, toes will be slightly inwards. As you exhale, the hands will come on the waist. Inhale, gaze up, open the chest, lifting the sternum. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down. So maybe the crown of the head will come on the floor, and then your hands will also come on the floor between the feet. Or maybe even if you want to take your tripod headstand, if that's in your practice, go ahead. Try again. Maybe you're there, one more breath, and slowly lower down. Inhale, straighten the elbows, gaze up, exhale, hands to your waist. Inhale, come all the way up, and facing the front of the mat again to arrive in a warrior 1. Exhale, frame the front foot, big step back to your high plank, and travel through your vinyasa of choice. Knees down, lay down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Going for the next one. Inhale to raise the left leg up. Exhale, step through in between the hands. Lower the back heel down. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1 again. Warrior 1, find your center, find your footing. Hold it here. One full breath. And then extending the leg. And again, facing now the right side, opening up to the side. Prasarita. From here, interlacing the hands back behind you. Inhale as you open the chest. Work to bring those knuckles away from the floor, away from the body. And as you exhale, lower all the way down, knuckles overhead. Breathe deeply here. Next inhale, coming up all the way. Hands in a T shape. Facing the front of the mat again, under sweep. Into your warrior 1 again, facing the front of the mat. Exhale as you lower, frame the front foot, and lower into your vinyasa of choice. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Recommitting to the breath. Pressing the hips all the way back. Engage Uddiyana Bandha. And from here, bring the feet to meet at the back of the mat. On an inhale, lift the right leg all the way up to the ceiling, 3-leg dog. Exhale, step through in between the hands and spin the back heel down. Inhale, reversed cartwheel, warrior 2. Hold it here, and again, find your foundation. Lower those hips down. Inhale, lean forward, flip the palm. Exhale, reverse. Lengthening the whole right side of the body. Inhale, back to your warrior 2. Exhale, side angle. So right hand on the inside, and under sweep, the left arm all the way up overhead. Straighten the elbow, straighten your wrist. Option to stay here, option to find a bind underneath that right leg. If you have the bind and you want to come into bird of paradise, lower the gaze, try to shift the weight into the front foot and step the left foot to the front of the mat. Shifting the weight again into that left foot as you start to float that right foot all the way up. with control. And if you're there, you want to straighten into your bird of paradise. Hold it for a couple of breaths, and with control again, lowering all the way down. Reverse the journey, step back, side angle again. Inhale brings you back, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel, frame the front foot. And this time vinyasa, you can travel through your chaturanga, upward facing, or knees down, lay down. Exhale, we meet in downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Going for the second side. Inhale to lift the left leg all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, step through. Spin the back heel down. Reversed cartwheel, warrior two. Relax those shoulders down. Gaze forward. Million-mile gaze. Inner poise, inner focus. Inhale, reach forward. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Next, inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle, under sweep. That right arm all the way up overhead. This straight line of energy from the outer edge of the foot to the right fingertips. And again, option to stay here, option to find a bind. Underneath that left leg, catch a bind. And gaze to the top foot and step towards the front of the mat. Shift your weight and see if you can lift, lift, lift. And if you're there and you want to straighten the leg, slowly start to release with control. Step it again. Find your side angle. Reach to the right fingertips. Inhale back to a warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel and vinyasa. Meeting in downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Find again your center, your breath. Find that length from tailbone to crown. If you need any bend, any buoyancy in your knees, go ahead. And if not, see if you can press those hips a little bit more back in space. Good. Next inhale, reach the right leg up. Exhale, step through. Inhale, come into your high lunge. Find your center again. I could go. You have your center. You are so secure. If you find your footing on an exhale, interlace back behind you. You can also spin the back heel down for more stability. Inhale here, and as you exhale, humble. Fold over. Humble warrior, knuckles go overhead. Breathe deeply here. Inhale, halfway lift. Unravel your fingers and see if you can thread right arm under that right leg. Airplane arms. Option to stay here. Option to frame the front foot and move into an arm balance, which is Eka Pada Kundinyasa, now flying split. As you move through your flying split and you vinyasa of choice. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing again. Exhale fully to go for the second side. Inhale to reach the left. Exhale as you step through. You can spin the back heel down or stay on the ball of the foot. Inhale for warrior one variation or warrior one. Exhale to thread in your non-habitual way back behind you. Inhale as you lift the center of the chest. Exhale, humble yourself or life will do it for you. Next, inhale, come up halfway. Release the interlace, thread left arm under left leg. You can stay here in your airplane, or you can frame again that front foot and shift your weight forward into this flying split. And then travel through your vinyasa. Back to your downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Inhale, gaze in between the hands and jump, step, float, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold a little bit deeper. And inhale, circle your arms all the way up. Exhale, Anjali Mudra in front of the space of the heart. Couple of breaths here. Taking a last vinyasa before we go into seated. Inhale, sweep your arms. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale as you halfway lift to lengthen the spine. Exhale, travel through your vinyasa of choice. Inhale, back bend, infusing new blood, new prana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Next, inhale, gaze in between the hands, bend the knees and float through seated. As we come to the top of the mat, or reset yourself on the mat, maybe remove the flesh from underneath you. Coming to a seated Dandasana, so activation of the toes, activation of your quads. On an inhale, circle. On an exhale, hinging at the hips, hollow the belly, Uttanasana. Keeping your elbows away from the mat. First gaining some length and maybe then some depth. Inhale, gaze at the toes. Exhale, find a little bit more of depth, even half an inch. So the more you're able to relax in this pose, the deeper you'll get. Next inhale brings you all the way back up. Exhale, release down, folding the right knee into the chest. And you can stay here in Janu Shirsasana, so opening the right knee to the side. You can find a bind as well. So you bring the right foot in between the crease of your hip and finding a bind even. Next inhale, reach the left arm. Exhale as we twist, gazing over that right shoulder. Inhale, slowly gaze forward, release, lean back. Changing sides, bending now the left leg. And again, open it out to the side. Option to just stay here. Option to bring it into the crease of your right hip. Catching a bind back behind you. Inhale to reach the right arm up and over. Exhale as you twist. Right hand, left knee. Can you twist a little bit deeper? Gaze over that left shoulder. Inhale, gaze out in front, slowly unravel. Lean back as you come into a Sukhasana, cross-legged position, hands in front of the space of the heart. And we'll close this practice. You can do a Shavasana, but for the sake of time, we're just going to close this practice now with an Om and 3 Shantis. Inhale for Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thanks so much for your practice. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.